He's coming in, picking him off. 6. Wow, is that six or 7 irradiated tanks there? BaBy meanwhile gonna plant 2 bases. Okay, what is that? That's I think that's actually okay. No, he is planting 2 bases. It's not actually in the open. I'm looking at the map on the side. He's actually planting the base towards the 9 o'clock natural and the inside 9 o'clock base. So he's thinking of taking 2 bases for himself just as he takes out the 9 o'clock base himself. He has to be very careful though, because Jaedong does have a quick reinforced route there. But BaBy, a bunch of tanks going to start showing the high ground, irradiating overlords, so they become a bit of a less of a pain. But the overlords are dropping forces right on top of those tanks. Another overlord going to try to get inside of that 11:30 o'clock base at the north side. That's not going to happen. But a bunch of movement at all sides, a huge amount of micromanagement going on all over the place for both players alongside macro. This is you got to have absolutely insane mechanics. Jaedong can definitely keep up. BaBy's also doing a pretty good job. The kid showed himself a very good mechanics. I think I saw a Mutalist coming in there. He is going to get and try to pick off those plague tanks. And there's absolutely nothing. Oh, Goliath's coming in so late. Not enough. Bunch of the tanks get picked off by one single Mutalisk. And the Mutalisk actually lives, picks off 5 tanks. Okay, for 2 seconds lived to tell the tale. We're going to find another drop going in at the 3 o'clock. There's a play coming off on most of those drop forces. And the Dark Swarm there as well, so they're not going to manage to do too much. BaBy going to save as much as he can as he runs away. He really needs to pick off something. Our Ultralisks coming into play now for Jaedong. They're, let's see, have their armor upgrade now 4 and 2. Well, I'm not quite sure. BaBy's upgrades are 2 and 3, I think, from what I can spot. 1 armor upgrade missing. But the Nidus Canal at that 9, absolutely critical for Jaedong. Finally now going to pick up his inside 5 o'clock. Absolutely beautiful mechanics from both players. Jaedong reacting to every single attack. The Terran does. And I really feel that as a mech when you're going for a mech build and you're a Terran and you're forced to be the constant aggressor with all these maneuverable, you try to be maneuverable and attack different points at once, and it's not working. It's a really bad position to be in. But a bunch of Ultras going to run right towards the 9 o'clock. A bunch of siege tanks that will get ready. Scourge hitting a bunch. I think every single silencer went down. Awesome dropships as well, but a bunch of the tanks trying to survive this. More forces are coming in from the back. They're going to force some of those command soldiers to come up. Tropical Eyes and more tanks coming in from the back to support BaBy. I think, yeah, he did manage to hold this off. That's a huge number of Ultras he managed to kill then if he managed to hold that off. Going to land his command center again. This game is absolutely insane. Not even sure who to call in the lead, though, because Jaedong managed to hold this back. For how long is that going to happen, though? He's still going to have a strong economy. He's still going to manage to get yet another base going. And I think the bottom left-hand position is going to be fairly open for him to take as well. But BaBy's still going to continue this aggressive action. Has defensive matrices. I just feel that if Jaedong manages to continuously reinforce, counterattack, and hold BaBy back, he's going to be in a better position because at the moment where BaBy's expanding, it's a little bit more in the open than I would like. He's also expanding the upper left-hand position, I believe. One of the bases that was blocked off by eggs. And these... oh, man, this is insane. Just insane macro-heavy game. I'm loving this. This is awesome. BaBy's still threatening that 9, but not ever managing to take it out. There's a problem. He does pick up his upper left-hand position, does get another gas going there. Gonna float a command center towards the natural expansion at the 9. That's kind of the 10-ish o'clock, I suppose. But Jaedong still with a bunch of Ultras. At the very least, more Vultures coming in now for BaBy. He's coming in and fighting Vultures against Ultras, trying to force them into the mines. Oh, yes, forcing themselves in the mines. Forcing to sacrifice a couple of his Vultures to pick off an Ultra and might have damaged another one, but still, you'll take it. Vultures are rather expendable. Another drop at the 3 o'clock for BaBy. Light slow down the video for some reason. Some bad, unfortunate feedback. You could actually see that was actually on the commentary side as well. They could click at normal speed, but the game wasn't kind of lagging for them. So much stuff is going on. It is so epic that there's just the computers themselves cannot handle it. This StarCraft game is so insane that the internet crashes and shuts down. That's why the innate MSL died. That's why all the electricity went down there. The game was so epic. Just the thought of it finishing normally was too much for the world to handle. BaBy finally going to manage to pick off this 9 o'clock position. He was also doing some damage at the 3. I think there was drones or something that managed to save it. Meanwhile, Jaedong going to force a float on the 11 o'clock. So base trading going on all sides. BaBy going to pick up this 10 o'clock. This is insane. Yet another dropship. Gonna go so few hit points on that hatchery. Oh, Ultras. Oh, he managed to drop one single Goliath. Trying to pick up that hatchery just before the dropship went down. But he's gonna continue dropping on that 3, I feel, because it's heavily weakened. And if he just dropped a decent amount of forces, just 4 vultures on that, could pick that off in little time. If he actually has any more dropships in the air or not, I'm not quite sure. He was definitely sacrificing a few of them to try to go for that 3 o'clock. Jaedong, let's see, microing only gas from several of his bases, 3 o'clock especially. He also lost that 9, which I feel was important for him. Jaedong at the moment is, his main is probably still in mining some. Mining some is natural, 9 o'clock. Not quite sure about his 5 o'clock position. Inside 5 o'clock and the 6 o'clock are still definitely mining. BaBy going to pick up the base at the 9 now. I just feel that when you're fighting against a Terran base to base, 5 base on 5 base, you're really not in a very good position because you can spot Jaedong doesn't have as many ultras out now. He's forcing to focus a little bit back on Hydras now. And despite the fact he has, I think, fully upgraded Hydras to fight back. Yeah, he does have fully upgraded Hydras to fight back BaBy's fully upgraded forces. He's still not in a very good position. Jaedong not mining fully in some of his bases, trying to protect that 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. And when you're fighting base to base, not very good position to be in. BaBy's definitely mined out his main, mined out the 11:30. Still mining at the inside 12, still mining at the upper right hand, still mining at the 9:30 o'clock or so, natural expansion 9 o'clock, and also going to start mining still at the 9 o'clock. Going to be another engagement, as Jaedong moves up north. Right, Radiant's coming on the Defiler, so the Darkstorm is going to be a little bit late. Ultra's reading the charge. Darkstorm coming up before the Defiler dies. We're even more irradiates on some of those Ultras. Tank's just going to slowly retreat and siege up just to get to a defendable position near the middle. Goliath on their side also to block them. There was a plague that went off, but Jaedong going to be forced back yet again, despite his assaults, trying to push BaBy back, trying to keep up the pressure on BaBy, but I just don't think he has enough. He's going to lose most of these. Hydra's going to be forced to run back. Even getting some Zerglings out there to help him support. Still has some Ultras running amok, trying to do some damage. I think BaBy was actually trying to pick up a base there at the upper right hand at 10 o'clock. The 10 o'clock. I'm sorry, the 2 o'clock base that's guarded by eggs. But yet another. Oh man, more vultures coming in at this inside 5 o'clock now. Goliath, BaBy's penetrated so far south that it's actually starting to attack the inside 5 o'clock. Mines almost managed to pick off that Ultra. Tank's going to start sieging. And he's just going to continuously slow push this, moving in with vultures, picking off the economy. I think Jaedong's overall in a pretty bad position. And I'm sure you guys know this, but in the last several seasons of the MSL, it's been a tradition for the former winner to lose in a round of 32. Happened to Calm, happened to Luxury, happened to Bisu. I even think it happened to the guy before him. Actually, or was that Jaedong? Then it might not have. Actually, I think it might have. I'm not sure overall. But Jaedong's still not looking in a very good position. He's inside 5 o'clock is going to get taken down. And this is just going to be a catalyst to be able to move back even further south, trying to pick up even more base. And Jaedong just does not have the troop count right now to keep up with this. Trying to produce some Hydras, but he's over in a very bad position. Going to go for a drop at that 9. Drop a couple of Lurkers, probably. Or was that just Zerglings trying to pick everything to pieces as much as he can. Might have some, not even sure if he has Defiler support there. A drop at 3 o'clock. Finally going to manage to take up the 3 o'clock. Bisu? BaBy dominating this, and GG from Jaedong. BaBy! Wow! Jeez! Wow, this kid has come out of nowhere to play some StarCraft. Wow. Wow, Jaedong gonna walk away dejected, and wow, BaBy gonna, wow. Wow. BaBy gonna move on to the winner's match. He's gonna be facing against either Hyuk or July. In either case, definitely an easier opponents than Jaedong is, so he might 2-0 this group. It's going to be insane. Jaedong, at the very least, is going to be able to fall back to his usual ZVZ to win in the losers match, but we're going to see whether if he gets 2 ZVZs in a row, he might still make it out of this, but ZVZs are such, rock, paper, scissors sometimes, unless it's Jaedong. Sometimes he just manages to completely crush that. But anyway, it's going to be an absolutely insane group, and I'm going to bring you the next matchup hopefully right now. So GG guys, wrenching that. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed. That was insane.